It's decontamination time, folks. It is now 2 o'clock here in Lakeland, Florida. We are streaming to you live from the Gym Supply Cleaning Festival. We're in the final hour of the show. There's been a lot of people come by. We had a great lunch. We had a great keynote speaker. We just got through with some floor care hacks. We're getting ready to do some decontamination hacks because you know what? Over the last 2 to 3 years, a lot of people learned a lot of things about, well, what we already knew, right? Didn't we already know about how bad it was, and how dirty, and all the germs and everything? Wasn't it about time the rest of the world found out? Yeah, how important we really are, right? That's what I like to say. Anyway, we thank you for being here this afternoon. We're live. I see somebody's watching. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you have a comment and you're watching live on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, please go ahead and put it in. I'll watch the board. Otherwise, we're going to get to some hacks. So you see I've got several on here. I'm just going to kind of scroll through some of these and let's see what comes up first. Trigger sprayers. How many people like a trigger sprayer? Sorry, folks. We're going to hit you right in below the belt. You should hate them. I do. Welcome to another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm your coach, Dave Thompson, and today in the restroom with some more hacks on how to use, how to use a pump-up sprayer properly. So instead of using that trigger sprayer, use these. Now, most people start up here spraying their chemical. Wrong, don't do that. The reason is because it makes streaks coming down the wall. You don't want that. So what are you going to do? You're going to pump up your sprayer and you're going to start right down here at the bottom and you're going to spray your wall and come up the wall, going like this. Now what that's going to do is going to give your chemical time to dwell on the wall where it's the worst, not up here. It won't make streaks. Come on back and I'll show you how we clean this off, whether you're using a cleaner or we're using a disinfectant. Okay, folks, I said we were live on the air, so if you have a blue ticket 121, you want a prize. 121. Okay, so we gave them their chance. Come on back if you have another winning ticket. We'd like to give something away. Hey, I don't know. So, there's my hack on trigger sprayers. They don't work, they leak, they fall off, you keep replacing them. And the thing is they don't get enough product to the surface. This is what decontamination is. We've got to get enough of that product, whatever the product is, to the surface to do it. So, if you're using a pump-up sprayer, how do we use them correctly? I've got a hack for you on that too. Welcome to another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm Dave Thompson, your coach for today. Here's today's hack. If you got a Kaibak, you hear it running in the background, this is a lance. So instead of that little pinpoint spray or wide angle spray, this rotates. You gotta see this work, man. Did you see that dirt come down the wall? Look at that. Now I'll tell you, if you really want to clean something, this is what you need to have. That's my hack for today. So folks, join me for another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. Now I'll tell you what, I've done a lot of cleaning in my day. A Kaibak only uses 500 PSI of pressure. Now, in that video, we had already applied the cleaner to the wall. You were just rinsing the wall. But you know what? You needed some agitation and that spinning jet on that textured wall. So if you've got like that textured board like we did there, or a concrete block wall that's painted, or you have ceramic tile walls, Man, I'll tell you what, put that sucker on the end of that Kivak or it works on any no-touch cleaning machine, but that day I was using a Kivak. All right. Now, who is concerned about touching a chemical? I mean, you'd really want chemical? You really want chemicals on your hand? Now, if we would have left chemical on those tables for you to eat off of, would that have been good? Now, wait a minute. You're all looking like, wait a minute. Think about this, folks. When you get through cleaning, what's the last thing you do? Oh, we walk off, right? Oh, you get through spraying the disinfectant on you, or spray the disinfectant on there and you walk off. No, you don't. Here's my hack for you. Welcome to Come on. Well, I said we had one for you. Here we go again. Another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm your coach, Dave Thompson, and you can see I'm back in the restroom again. So we've done all kinds of things, but one of the things is that I've used my cleaner, my disinfectant, and I got something else over here I haven't shown you yet. But how do I get it all off? Well, the final touch of any restroom is making sure it's healthy for everybody. So here's my hack for the day. Don't use a rag. Don't use a pad. Use a squeegee. This is a smooth, flat surface. It's not rough like that wall over there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take my rinse solution. Yes, I did say rinse. And I'm going to spray it on that wall. Now that's after I've cleaned it and I've disinfected it, because what I'm going to do is make this safe. I don't want any chemicals left for anybody having a problem with in this restroom. So anywhere that I've got a flat, smooth wall, I'm simply going to rinse. Yes, I did say plain water. Now, rather than using the rag, use your squeegee. I didn't say a window squeegee, did I? So what you do is you squeegee off. That's making sure you remove. You see all that stuff falling off there? That's what we're going to do. We take this and we squeegee this down and we get that all off, put it on the floor. Now, if you want to do a final touch, take your red microfiber and detail the edge. There's my hack for today. Thank you for listening to another episode of Cleaning. So, do you ever think about using a squeegee? Now, I didn't say window. That's a utility squeegee. It costs you about $6. If it's a smooth, flat surface, there's nothing better than a squeegee to make it, but I use rinse water after the disinfectant. We've got a winner.
197.
197. Calling once, calling twice, no 197. He's checking his ticket. Folks, we're live here at the cleaning festival. We've got to give time to check and see if we got a winner, and no, we don't. Try again.
I'll be back.
All right. So I've got 3 more hacks on decontamination. How many people have ever used a squeegee in a bathroom other than on a mirror? Anybody hiding over here that I didn't see? Nobody but me's raising their hand? Well, that's a hack then you all can use, right?
Yep.
Think about it. Does a squeegee work behind an auto scrubber? Does it leave water behind? Does a squeegee work on your windshield? So then why won't it work on your smooth surfaces? So think about this as you go on. What other smooth, hard surfaces could you use a squeegee on? Think about it, right? All right, so we got 3 more. Here's how we clean the floor. Guess what? It's not. Welcome to another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm Dave Thompson, your coach for today. And you can see behind me, I've been working. What is my hack for today? Well, the thing is mops have been laying a lot of slime on the floors. People have been disinfecting and leaving all of that on the floor. I got to get it up. So what am I using? The twin brush machine. This one here has a little brush stroke. Let me show you how it works. That guy right there's got one of those brushes. Not exactly that one, but he's got one. See that dirty water it's spitting out? This is after they had already mopped the floor, just before I went in there. They had mopped the floor and said it was disinfected. Now, do you want to walk on that? So you saw it spit out that dirt. I didn't put that dirt there. A dirty, filthy mop did that. So really, are you disinfecting? Are you cleaning when you put the chemical in the mop bucket? Remember some of my hacks that I've shown you? Put the chemical on the floor, brush it in, and hey, stay tuned for another hack. I'm going to show you how to pick this up and rinse the floor. Stay tuned for another hack here at Cleaning with the Academy. Now just think about it. If you were in a facility, hang on, don't start yet. I don't want you to start now. If you were in a facility, would you want to walk on that barefooted? You got another number?
116.
He went down in the numbers for you. 116. Too low?
Too low.
Yep. They wanted you to go low. Oh, we got a winner. Hey, we got a winner from the room, folks. Live right here. You heard it. We got a winner. So what did he win?
TV.
He won a TV? Wow, that was the big winner for the day. Folks, give him a round. Yeah. Live right there on the air, folks. You heard it. So if you would have been here, you might have had a chance, but you weren't. So you just got to watch the videos. But they're okay. Anyway, yeah, here's the thing. I go all over the country, and people are mopping their bathroom floors with this magic disinfectant. But that's what they're leaving behind. Did you know if in my ceramic floor class that we talk about the restrooms, do you know where the odors in your restrooms are? Where on the floor? In the grout. And what does your mop do? It just pushes what's on the tile into the grout. That machine scrubs that loose. So all of that dirt you saw was mainly in the grout. So if you have a rotary machine, it skips the grout. A cylindrical machine digs in the grout. Okay? So, as I said, we're going to pick that up and we got to rinse the floor. I'm big about rinsing. But how do you apply disinfectant to the floor? How many people bought an electrostatic sprayer over the last couple of years? Well, get a load of how you use a electrostatic sprayer now. Because most people aren't using theirs anymore. Here's a way to do it. How to disinfect the floors after you've cleaned them. Wonderful internet in the afternoons. And it's not with a mop bucket. You apply chemical to your fixtures, not with a bucket. You apply them with a pump-up sprayer or electrostatic sprayer. And it's on a pre-cleaned surface that you do this on. The floors aren't any different. Matter of fact, the floors are worse than anything in the restroom. So, apply it by one of these, or turn on your electrostatic sprayer and spray your disinfectant on the floor. Pre-clean. Now the chemical is getting to my floor, and it's going to be able to disinfect. Come back for how I clean up. So, to apply your disinfectant, you clean it first, like I showed you, right? You suck that up off the floor with a vacuum. Then what you do, you apply your disinfectant. So how do we apply disinfectants? We bought all these electrostatic sprayers. If it's good enough for the wall, it's good enough for the fixture, then why isn't it good enough to put the disinfectant on the floor with it? Right? Yeah. Only problem is What have we been doing? We've just been walking away after we put the disinfectant on there. Well, what's happening is now we're getting this disinfectant buildup on all of these surfaces. And what's then happening is we get sticky floors. So let's see if we can get to our last hack here on this one. It'd go a little easier if the internet was working a little faster for us, wouldn't it? Welcome to another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm your coach, Dave Thompson, and I'm at the final step of our restroom decontamination series. Now, if you've been watching all the hacks so far, you know we've got everything clean. We've got the disinfectant, it's sat here and it's done its dwell time. But you know what? What most people do is they put the chemical in the bucket and they walk out. The problem is the chemical left on the floor and it never was rinsed. So here's my hack for the final decontamination step. Use the mop and the bucket with plain water. Yes, that's what I said, folks. Rinse water. This is only water. So I'm going to put this in here. You might notice that I have a divided bucket system and I have a flat mop. And this is microfiber. We'll learn more about that in some of our other series. But what we're going to do is now we're going to rinse the floor and clean up around the. You get the idea, right? Okay. So instead of leaving that disinfectant there, rinse it. Just like we did on the surfaces on the wall. So you do everything on the walls and all of the solution goes on the floor. You scrub it, you back it up, you spray your disinfectant on, you let it sit, and you rinse the floor. Got it? I can tell you, if you will do this, the smells in your bathrooms will go away. And I don't care what chemical you're using. I really don't. Why? pH and physical removal. Now, I hadn't given you that one before, but put that down, write that down somewhere. There's only two basic principles in all cleaning, pH and physical removal. If you're going to put pH on the floor, we got to remove it. Think of it this way, folks. This is my final decontamination hack I've got. Do you ever put your clothes on without rinsing them? I mean, you know, I'm sure you put your clothes on with all the soap in them, right? Oh yeah, well, I leave all the soap in my clothes. That's why they're nice and sticky and starchy. Oh, you know what? I drive my car through the car wash and leave all the soap on the car wash. You know, that's what is in the car wash. After it gets all soapy, aren't I just supposed to drive off? Oh, you know what? Whenever I had my breakfast this morning, you know, my bacon and eggs, I'll just leave all that egg on there and just, you know, wait a minute, we need to use some soap and let's leave the soap on there and put it in the sink, in the counter. No, you rinse. Why is it that we have this problem in our head about we use all this chemistry on these surfaces and we don't rinse? So just think of this, folks, when you go home. Whenever you take that dish rag out of the dish sink that you've been washing all the dirty dishes with, and you wipe the counter down as a hey, what are you shaking your head for? You know exactly what I'm going, right? What do? We wipe the counter down with a dirty dish rag, and we leave not only the dirty soap on there, but we leave all those contaminants, and we say it's clean because I can't see anything. Well, I got to tell you, if that's your disinfection, don't come to my house. That's what we do. Rinse. Just try rinsing, folks. Now, here's my last two hacks, and they go to our toilet and our urinal. Last two things in the bathroom. I'm just going to play both of these, and I say thank you for being here this afternoon. I said I'm going to play them. I'm going to try. Welcome to another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm your coach, Dave Thompson, and today you can see I'm getting ready to clean the inside of the toilet, not the bottom of the seat. I've got my toilet bowl cleaner here, but here's how you use it. This is going to be my hack for you today. What do? You use your bowl mop and you push this water. Now, of course, you flush it before it did, right? Okay, push that water down there, make sure it goes down. What I want is I want to expose this ring right here. That's where the hard water deposits build up. Now, how do I put my cleaning chemical in here? I don't squirt it in. I put it right onto my bowl mop. You see that pink liquid there? That's my bowl cleaner. Where do I want it? Right under the rim. Black algae builds up here. That's what I want. I want to get this right here. And it's running down here, and I want to get right here on that ring of mineral deposits. That's how you apply your bowl cleaner, only to the inside of the toilet bowl. Thank you for watching. Come back for another hack at Cleaning with the Academy. Thank you for
wonderful internet. Yeah, but what would we do without it?
for joining us for another episode of Cleaning with the Academy. I'm Dave Thompson, your coach for today. And you know what? I showed you the hack of the lance. What I didn't show you is this next hack. You've never seen anything like this before. Follow me to the urinal for just a moment. Folks, you haven't seen anything like this before.
I saved the best one last, didn't I?
Oh my gosh, the smell!
Oh,
Now that urine that's caked in there. You've never gotten to it before. This lance gets right to it. Oh my goodness, I gotta get out of here. It stinks. Hey, come back for another hack. Cleaning with the Academy.
I gotta tell you, the guy that was taking the video and doing that, he was like, I thought he was gonna drop the darn thing, man. And it was, the stench was horrible. Now, I gotta tell you, folks, this wasn't done for the camera, but it was done for the camera so you could see it. But this happens every single time. I don't care where in the world I go, literally, where in the world I go. Here's the facts. Urine goes through the trap. Now, what we see is the white viscous china finish on the outside. However, inside it's rough, and the urine follows the water. On the sides, nothing ever gets to it. And so whenever you put your bowl cleaner in there, where does it go? Right where the urine goes. And what I found out years ago is with that lance that does the rotary spin, I can put it right down. You notice I put it right against the porcelain right down there? You don't want to do that any other way, man. I'll tell you what, it will. But every single time you saw all of that come out of there, that is black algae, mold, and fungi. And that is what's causing your men's room to stink. You can clean all the floors, you can spray all the disinfectants, you can do everything in there, but if you do not do that to the urinal, your restroom is going to stink. You want to get rid of the smells in your men's room? It's not from what's on the floor. It has something to do with it. I won't say it doesn't, but you need to do that to the urinal. Now, a week later, I went and asked the guy, he said, you know what? Bathroom doesn't smell no more. Now, there's my hacks. Every Monday afternoon at 2:30 in the afternoon, I'm live on the air, just like we are right now. I show you another hack. We look at last week's hack, we show another one. Now, the lady from Little Rock, Arkansas called me this week. She says, I've been watching your hacks. Now, she had been with me in a class before. She says, I haven't talked with you for a while. I've been listening to your hacks. I said, well, then why didn't you send in something? She said, but that's why I'm calling you, because you're the one that knows everything. Yeah, okay, well, yeah. I said, so what's the problem? Because, you know there's going to be a problem, right? She said, I got this red dye on a piece of furniture. I said, so you're calling me because you've done everything you can, and now you need me to help. She says, yeah. I said, replace it. She was like, what do you want? What are you saying? I don't want to replace it, so I'm calling you. I said, you should have called me first. Maybe I could have helped you. But by the time you did everything else, what you did is you now set that. See, folks, here's the reason I'm doing the hacks. It's like I started this afternoon. I've got 50 years knowledge. The gentleman taught me a lesson a long time ago, and that's why I'm applying it for you today. These hacks are free of charge. Every Monday afternoon, I'm live on the air for an hour of free coaching. Whatever it is that you've got to talk about, anybody you know. I spent a day with a guy. He said, you know, this gentleman was supposed to have all kinds of knowledge. I was a young kid back then. I said it was one of the worst days I've ever spent with anybody. He looked at my boss and said, that's because he didn't ask the right question. So what I'm saying today is ask me the question. If I don't know it, we'll find it out. That's what the cleaning festival is all about. That's why we were here today. We thank you for your time. Enjoy the hacks. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, and share, because sharing is why people can do more and get more knowledge. Thank you for your time. Enjoy.
Good job.
Thank you. My cards are up here. Scan the QR code. Maybe we'll see each other again.